Heads up, real estate besties. Never underestimate how your reputation will precede you. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educated agent with eXp Realty, and today I am going to talk about something that I don't even know if people are talking about, but I'm going to talk about it. It's about how your reputation will precede you in the real estate community. But before we get into it, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way, every time I post a video, you will know about it. And if you could give your girl thumbs up, like the video, share the video, all the things. I appreciate it more than you know. I've been at this YouTube thing for quite some time, and I just love I love reading your comments. I love when y'all reach out in social, and I love how the page is growing. And what you can do to help me, all I ask is that you like it, you share it with somebody else. And if you hear anything that I say in this video or another one that is actually helpful, go ahead and leave a comment. It warms my heart more than you know. And yeah, that's why I'm here. I do it for you, okay? All right, let's get into the topic today. So I know that you all have heard this before, like that your reputation is everything and your reputation precedes you. And that applies to all walks of life, but especially can be a help or a hindrance when you are working with your clients and advocating for them. And this is what I mean. A lot of times in real estate, we've had a lot of, videos where, we're in a tough market, we're in a tough buyer's market or a tough seller's market. Their inventory is low, builders aren't acting right. Just you name it. A lot of times there are a lot of situations that warrant a pop-off, okay? And if you don't know what pop-off means, side note, I grew up on 79th and Elizabeth, south side of Chicago. And when you pop off, it's like, you know what? These people have been testing me way too long. And sometimes I got to remind them that I am not a punk. And real estate will test your gangster and your Jesus. However, remember your reputation, because the fact of the matter is the way that we conduct ourselves, it will follow you. Like, think about Will Smith, y'all. Will smacked Chris one good time and they trying to cancel him, okay? Despite everything else that he has done. And I just want to remind you and to encourage you to think about your reputation. And these are just a couple examples. So I can think, as a matter of fact, I just hung up with an agent who offered on one of my listings that I have, okay? I am holding multiple offers. He wrote a beautiful offer, and his offer, is checking all the right boxes. And honestly, a couple of the other offers I have are not checking the right boxes. And when I speak to my clients, not only am I going to tell them about the offers that we have, right? But I'm going to share with them feedback from every interaction that I've had with all of the agents. So the agent who was kind of snarky with me when I told them about the lease back, I'm going to share that, right? I'm also going to share, my interaction with this agent who I'm familiar with his reputation, and I'm familiar with other agents that have worked with him. Even though I haven't worked with him directly, I get to share, just my professional knowledge about how this person prepares their clients. I'll also share my interaction with the other agents who did, I'm not familiar with them, but they conducted themselves and the offers and all of that stuff with just a little bit more respect. My point is that when you are out here just kind of popping off or being snappy or something like that, you never know when you are going to be on the other end of an offer letter, the other end of an offer email or something like that. Or even you can be the listing agent and you don't want someone to not even want to take their client to your property because they know that you are going to be unnecessarily difficult. So my suggestion is always, always, always conduct yourself professionally. Even when we have situations where I just had one recently where I had to have a critical conversation with a agent that we're on opposite sides of the deal. And I remember telling him, like, look, here's the deal. I know how to compartmentalize whatever feelings or emotions that I may be having so that I'm operating in the best interest of my client, and I'm just going to respectfully ask that you do the same thing. So even though this agent and I had to have a critical conversation, we're not seeing eye to eye, I put respect on the table first. We were able to come to a meeting of the minds and represent our clients effectively in what makes sense. And even though we hit a snag in the road, I'm confident that based on how I conducted myself, and even I'll give him credit how he conducted himself, if we were to ever be in a situation where we were offering on the same property again, even though we had this snag in the road, it would not deter us from wanting to work with each other. So just make sure, you catch more, what they say, more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. My mama used to always say, kill them with kindness. So even you're not going to like everybody, you're not going to agree, but just understand that your reputation will go before you. So just think about what you're putting out there in professional settings, but also what are you putting out there on social? What are you who you say you are? Are you representing yourself in the best fashion? Because all of that, when someone sees your name, whether it be a future client or a future somebody in the real estate industry, look, word spreads on how it is to work with you, and you want to make sure that even if you've had to have some tough situations, that you have always been a joy to work with, even when it hasn't always been the best circumstances. And I especially bring that up now because this market can be a little tense, right? You can get a little bit in your feelings, and that's okay. Like, go scream in your pillow, but make sure that we are conducting ourselves like professionals. And that goes for me. I have to take 79th and Elizabeth Rosemary, and I have to tame her a little bit, and make sure that I am not harming myself as a professional, because ultimately it may impact my ability to provide value to my clients. And I want that to be the same for you. Okay? Okay. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe. And while you're at it, let's connect on social. Holla at your girl at Rosemary the Realtor on Instagram. That's where I hang out. Like, y'all, I cannot figure out TikTok to save my life. Although Instagram just removed filters, and I haven't decided how I feel about that yet. But nonetheless, I'm still there. So let's connect. Get in my DMs, get in these comments. Tell me what you think about what I'm talking about today, and can't wait to see you next week.